Hi, welcome to Yahoo Personal Finance. I'm Daniela Doohan, and joining me today is CanStar's Steve Mickenbecker to talk about car insurance. Steve, thanks for coming.
Hi, Daniela.
So what are the essential insurances that I need if I'm running a car?
Look, there are 4 different types of insurance. First up, there's the compulsory third party. Now, that's the sort of cover you have such that if you run over somebody in the street, then it covers the damage to them.
Sure.
So if they're badly injured, if there are damages, if they could sue you, that's what covers that. Mm-hmm. The next step up is third-party property. Now, what that covers is if you're puttering around in your 1970 little car and you run into a Porsche, it covers the damage to the Porsche.
Okay, that's good.
And yeah, well, that's great because that could be $100,000 even though you're pottering around in a $2,000 car.
Yeah.
Next step up is third-party fire and theft. Self-explanatory. Mm-hmm. Add to the third party what happens, you're covered if your car goes up in smoke or if it's stolen.
Yep.
And then finally, at the top of the tree, there's comprehensive. Now, the difference here is that it's covering damage to your car as well as the other person's car, and it covers a whole lot of risks. It covers windscreens and all that style of stuff.
Sure.
So it's a much more complete cover. Now, you should have comprehensive if you're driving a car of reasonable value.
Right.
But if you're driving something that's worth a couple of $1,000s, it's probably not worth the premium.
Okay.
So that's when you look at third-party or third-party property or third-party fire and theft.
Right. Okay.
But
yep.
never let compulsory third-party lapse.
Okay.
Diabolical mistake.
Yep. Sure. Great tips. And you mentioned premiums there. How can we bring those down?
There are a whole stack of things that you can do that will actually influence your premium. Now, not everyone can do something about all of these. One of the good examples is don't have drivers under 25 drive your car.
Yeah.
Now, if you're under 25, that's no big help at all. But look, the obvious things you can do are play around with the excess. You can actually take a higher excess and that reduces your premium. Mm-hmm. Now, sure, if you have an accident, you get less back. But in the years that you don't, you've saved money.
Yeah.
Don't modify your car. Stupid modifications cost you money in premiums.
Yeah.
Garage your car. It's lower risk than a car left out in the street. Watch what you're being covered for, because a whole lot of extras that you might say, well, look, I don't need them, I can do without them. For example, a hire car. Do I actually need a hire car? Well, maybe you can get by. Maybe you're in a household that has plenty of cars.
Yeah.
So there are a whole bunch of things that you can do that will actually save you money on the premium.
And, of course, shop around.
Well, yeah, sorry, I should have said shop around.
Yeah.
You don't actually ever expect that your current policy is the best policy. And you can phone your insurer if you find that there is a better price.
Fantastic. Is there anything else to be aware of?
Look, don't pay for stuff that you don't need, but be aware that in some cases, you've got to pay a little bit more sometimes to get better cover. So if you do want the real premium in cover, that's you should be looking at policies that may be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
However, don't ever pay too much. Now, the other thing that really is critical is don't ever just pay your renewal.
Right.
Never do it. Have a look at another couple of policies and get another companies and get another couple of claims and another couple of premium quotes.
Yeah.
Now, if you're paying too much when you've done that, go to your own insurer and say, look, I can get this better price and here's where I can get it. Will you match it?
And there's a bit of room to move there?
There is. There's a lot of wriggle room. They don't like to see good risk walk out the door.
Fantastic.
So if you've got a nice record with them, you're in a position to say, look, if you want to keep me, you're going to have to do something about it. Meet the premium.
Fantastic. Great tips there, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniela.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Yahoo Personal Finance.